I'm going to tell you about my position on a snowboard. So basically I try to be above the board. That means not leaning into the turn like this in front side or just in back side going like this somehow. I try to stay pretty natural. That means like the binding position is, my foot position, my legs and my upper body should look in the same direction. That means I'm not trying to turn my upper body into direction of riding. I try to stay like this, natural position, which allows me to really move, go up and down with my knees, and because if I try to move here, it's not possible. But moving like that, it's easy.
It means that when you find your right setup on the board, it means that you are already balanced. You're not crashing down or falling back. You are in the right position and you feel good on this position. Next, I guess the position has to come by itself. It means when you have to go down, you are able to go down. It means this movement has to be regular in the right position. I'm not going that way, I'm not going that way, I'm going this way. And then we can speak also about the line of the body. When I'm going down, you can see that I'm not going down like this or like this. I'm going down like this. It's not going all the way around. It stays in the same line, and that's very important for riding. Regarding the shoulders, I would say that is this one of the most important things in snowboarding. It means, I'll explain you, by riding, the position and the line of the shoulders is so important that it will run the whole balance of the body by the riding. And it means that if you suddenly have a mistake and go down with the shoulder, whatever, if you're front side or if you're back side, you will get in trouble because the whole body weight will go in the front foot, and then you will lose the strength you have on your board. It means the board will start to slide or even you crash, and that's not good. And we also have this problem in riding in competition, I have to tell you. Anyway, I would say the shoulders have to stay always in the same position as the ground. It means same line, ground, shoulders. Especially in front side, when you go down, you don't go down like this, or you don't go down like this. You go down with the same line, shoulder, hips, knees. And this is the movement. Okay? Backside it's the same. You enter the backside and you don't go like this, okay? You go with the whole movement. And you will see that with this balance, you're able to carve perfectly.
I think the main part is that you really be aware that the only thing which is moving are your knees, let's say your legs. I mean, upper body stable and the legs move, you know, like this, to build up power and then to release the board. And a lot of people do it the wrong way, and they're just moving their upper body. And then it looks like this. The knees angle stays the same, and they go up like this, up and down like this, and they think they're moving, but in fact they're not moving.
I think the movement is something that has to be so gradual and so efficient that it can't be just a small movement like this, okay? What I think about movement is more a big movement that will occur during the whole riding. It means entering the front side, closing the front side, going into the back side, and closing the back side. It's not just a movement that make you think it's for you a movement. It's a whole graduation, and it has to start from top and go far way down. And this is the kind of movement I would do if I'm riding. Has to stay in the same line as the body, and don't over rotate. Rotation is really bad because, as I said before, maybe you will, by rotating, maybe in the backside, for example, if you rotate with the shoulders, you will get in trouble because you will put all the weight in your front foot, and then the back of the board will start drifting. It's the same in front side. If you rotate too much, you will also get in trouble because you will get all the body weight on the back foot, and you will go straight to the woods, and that's very dangerous.
I'm standing on my board regular with angles between 40 and 45, 50 degrees. Hey, Nico. And I try to be in a middle position with all my ankles, knees, hips and shoulders. So it's very important to get the balance out of it. So not straight, but also not too low, always in a natural middle position. When I'm on the board, I try to keep my shoulders in this angle to my board, so not too much on this side, not too much on that side. Both arms, like one on the right side, thanks, and one on the left side of the board. I'm always following.
In GS training, if you train without gates, you have to try to not always doing the same radius. I'm trying sometimes to do some short turns, like 3 short turns, then 2 long turns again, because in the race it can also change. I mean, it's not always the same setting. So if you train to have short or long turns, you can handle every situation, even if you're a little too late at one gate, or you have to see, oh, okay, now I have to stay long on the edge. You're used to it and you're not surprised then.
And another very, very good exercise for your feeling would be if you ride with open boots. That means you open your boots before you start and just go for a free run, try to carve, try to slide, not with real power, go easy, but that's good for the feeling, and feeling is important too.
Me, a warm-up before a race, it's just, basically finding the feeling for the board, doing different carves and sometimes even riding fakie, doing some jumps. It's more not just focused on the course I have, if it's GS or slalom, it's more having fun on the board and having the feeling for the board. So yeah, also with jumps and fakie turns and whatever, you can find the feeling and the fun for the board.
Okay, so this happens if you don't move when you snowboard. That's why you always have to move, like on the swing. You know, that's why I always move when I'm snowboarding. So I get always pressure in the turns, and I get faster and faster and more stable. You know, and that happens. It's the same movement like on the swing. Like entering a turn, finishing a turn. And in the middle there is most pressure. And in the end I jump up!
Your heart is your riding, and that's very important. Then you can add some technique, you can add some tips from best riders, but the main goal is to have your own technique and then your own style. I think it's the most important stuff.
Yeah, it's important to have pleasure by riding And if the pleasure is inside of you, you get your style, and you show the others your style, your pleasure.
Right.
And that's it.
That's all. So
Enjoy
build up
riding.
your style, man.
Yeah.